Hello Geminis and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for June 3rd through the 9th of 2019. So I just want to say happy birthday to all my Geminis celebrating birthdays, or even if you've already celebrated your birthday, but especially to those who are celebrating this week, happy birthday guys. This week we have the sun in your sign, we have a new moon in your sign, we have Mercury in your sign. It's pretty crazy. So we're going to talk about it, okay? I just want to say before we get into it, thank you guys so much for all of your support. And if you haven't, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, I would love to see you as a subscriber. I'd love to see you in the comments below. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys, and thank you so much for, again, all of your support and everything that you guys do for me. Gemini, so let's talk a little bit about the astrology while we shuffle the Hermetic Tarot for your general for the week here. On June 3rd, we do have that new moon in your sign. It's going to be in 12 degrees. When you break down 12, it is the number of 3, which is all about communication. And, I mean, this new moon is really all about communication. It's all about pulling in information, expressing very clearly. I'm quite excited for it. Honestly, it just seems like a really great time for curious, exploratory, let's explore things that we're interested in, that we want to know more about. We have to ask ourselves what interests us versus, what we are told to do, and are we really following new paths of learning and trying to really get involved in what interests us and what we want to communicate about. So we have a couple aspects with it. We have Mercury, which is also in Gemini. Like I was saying, it's at 27 degrees, which makes it like 15 degrees apart, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I do feel that because Mercury is in Gemini, it's going to feel pretty much like the opposite, honestly, of a Mercury retrograde, in which case we'll be talking a lot clearer with each other. There's just really, really clear, really succinct communication. It also kind of helps us to connect to our higher, more spiritual communication realm, so we can maybe receive messages from our higher selves at this time if we want to meditate. We also have Jupiter squaring Neptune in Pisces, which can bring a little bit out of confusing, possibly almost embarrassing types of losses or situations that are brought to the forefront to really test our faith here. Show us where we let things kind of go in terms of maybe being too trusting, too dreamy about situations. Could also bring in kind of almost an overload of information that we could feel a little bit overwhelmed with. So again, like I said, maybe writing, meditating, finding ways to communicate or write down our thoughts and feelings at this time is great. But again, I feel like you guys especially are going to be all about, communication, talking, going out, communicating with people. It's just going to be opening new doorways, different ways of doing things more effectively, new ideas. So I really love the astrology aspects of this week in that kind of case. But let's talk about with the Hermetic Tarot what your general energy or generally what might be happening this week for you guys. Alrighty, we're going to look at it with the Hermetic Tarot here. Again, this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It cannot and it will not resonate with all of you. As you guys know, we're not just our sun sign, and it's important to check out our other placements as they might have better information or they might resonate better with us. If this doesn't resonate with you, don't take it. It's not for you. Oh boy. See, again, I feel like I'm like gearing up towards this Gemini new moon. I've been like just talking, I feel like, the past couple of days, or at least yesterday and today. So let's see what might be happening this week for my Geminis, general life, career. I need to know, spiritual, general, career. Death card, yeah, wow. We also get the Four of Pentacles. Ace of Cups and Magician. Wow. So, nice cards here. I do like all of these. Interesting. We have some real breakthrough moments here. I feel like, again, with that Ace of Cups, the Magician, whatever we have decided around this new moon to begin and to end certain things, to begin certain things, there's a lot of, the death energy is all about, transformative energy. So let's clarify what death, the Four of Pentacles, what is death bringing up this week? Clarify the situation involved with death, what this might be for my Geminis. I'll clarify this. Okay. The Star. Yeah, there's a great sense of I don't know. I just feel like you're becoming a lot more connected with everything around you right now, and you're trying to find ways to, I don't know. It's just like you're trying to find, and you effectively are finding new doorways, new ways of doing things. Where like, okay, well, this wasn't working out in the past, so time to end this, time to go for something else. And I mean, we have two major arcanas here, Death and the Star. I mean, this is a card about transform. The child of the great transformer. It's about deep transformation, looking really seriously at, looking very deep at, what needs to be changed and communicating about it, doing it. There's a really clear energy again to the beginning of the week with that new moon in terms of making these transformations, in terms of doing these things. Whatever is coming in at this time is going to bring us to a greater place. The daughter of the firmament. This is such a card of coming together to, again, build really wonderful foundations. Temperance is here. There's a lot of self-healing with the Star, Temperance, and the Ace of Cups. So areas where you have not healed where you've needed to are going to become very significant to you this week. And you're going to be able to, I don't know, I feel like some of you guys, again, are writing about it, are meditating and writing about what you are getting here. But you're able to work through a lot of areas where you haven't maybe worked on yourself. Wow, yeah, again, breakthroughs, huge breakthroughs here. Two aces. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Whatever comes through could also help you in terms of establishing a better connection in work, in terms of money, in terms of getting a job or a situation going that you really wanted to be in. It could be getting offers here. Magician. You're making things happen, really, is what this is about. This is a very empowered, almost like just high vibrating week in terms of your energy. Again, there's just a deep sense of healing here, a deep sense of looking at our past, like seeing it very clearly for what it is and understanding, what needs to be changed here in order to move forward, what needs to experience this death energy, what needs to be let go of that we're holding on to with that Four of Pentacles, and what do we continue to hold on to. So again, with a lot of the information and communication that's happening, I think with this Gemini new moon here, we're just making some really big changes in our life here. Some huge changes. Some people, I think, might be, I don't know, I just feel like some of you guys are stepping into new career paths here, honestly, or new amazing opportunities, offers. Even if you guys are, self-made business people, it feels very much like you're making it happen. I also want to say I'm getting a really strong message. I just said I was about to put all the cards away. That the Sagittarius new moon, whatever you guys start at this Gemini new moon, the Sagittarius full moon, which I believe is actually a super moon, on the 17th, you're going to see something come about then. You guys are working towards something that I think that is going to be really either starting or reaching some type of goal or something around that Sagittarius full moon. Something that you're starting now is going to, I don't know, you're just going to start seeing the results. You're going to see some type of serious growth by then. I don't know. There's just something really big here. And again, we'll talk more about the Sagittarius full moon once we get up to that week. And I'll do the, full moon reading like I always do for all the signs. But, wow, guys. This is such a moment of just clarity and bam, wham, bam. Like, all around here, we're just, like, we're making huge breakthroughs. Huge transformations in terms of following our heart, following what we really want to do. It's just a week of absolute breakthroughs for you. So, I mean, this is just such big energy. I think it's going to hit in different ways for a lot of you. I'd like to get more specific, but I don't know if I can. This is just so big. I think it's just really impacting different areas of all of your lives. But overall, it's like you suddenly, like, I don't know. It's like if you have bad eyesight. Even if you don't, I mean, just try to understand this. And you didn't know you really had bad eyesight, and then you go to the eye doctors, and they test your vision, and they give you glasses, and you're like, wow, I didn't actually know I could see all this stuff. I thought everybody saw this way. And then all of a sudden, you're able to see all the details, everything that you weren't able to see before. And you're like, wow, I guess eyesight really does matter. It's kind of that type of feeling this week. And it's like, as soon as you put on this new pair of glasses, you're able to see things in a way that you weren't before, and it's helping you to make some huge changes, make your life better. It's helping you to step up into a better version of yourself, an amazing new chapter here. It's just like, oh, okay, this is what I have to do. Breakthroughs, I get it. So let's get a Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle for a message of guidance and advice from Spirit, from their higher selves, from Gemini's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus's higher selves this week. Apple. Wow, guys, I love this. Risk and reward. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, don't be afraid to take risks this week. Don't be afraid to do what you need to do to get to where you want to go here. I think that you guys are going to be coming up with new creative ideas and visions to get to where you want to be. Okay, so apple, risk and reward. Apples have been an iconic part of mythos from ancient times to modern. The story of the poison apple and Snow White, to the Roman goddess Pomona's magical apple tree, to the Christians' tempting fruit in the Garden of Eden. Should you receive this apple in your reading, it's time to look at how risk plays out in your life. Are you hedging your bets and not trying anything new? Do you want to change but are not willing to change anything? Are you willing to risk to get a greater reward? Or alternatively, are you risking too much too often? So, again, take those risks to get that greater reward. It's the breakthrough, guys. You're going to know what you need to do, and you're going to be able to do it this week. So make things happen. Whatever ideas, whatever things that, start coming into your head and that are right and that, you'll have a gut feeling about it. Be the magician. Do it. Translate these ideas, these desires into reality. Let's go on to love now with the Aquarian Tarot. Love for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus, love and romance. And do check out your love readings for June. I did them for the month for singles and couples. The weeklies are just general messages. You can take them singles or couple depending on what we get here, but they're just more general in the weeklies than I do in the monthly. Oh, what's coming out? Temperance again, Wheel of Fortune reversed. At least some of you guys are dealing with an Aquarius. Why do I get that? You're thinking about one. Maybe we're feeling like that's never, we've had issues with. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like very specific. We'll talk about it. Some of you guys feel like it's never going to happen and you're trying to make it happen. With an Aquarius, I don't know. And the Devil. Wow. All right, Gemini's Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune reverse, Emperor, and the Devil. Some of us here need to take more responsibility and less, blaming on life and blaming on situations around us and everybody else. It's time to really take some aspect of the blame in our life. If things are difficult in a relationship, we have to look at where we stand within that as well. Clarify Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune for love and romance for Geminis this week. What's happening? Bringing up the energies of Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune reverse. Hermits. And some of us here might be feeling kind of lonely, alone in our relationship here. I don't feel like it's bad though. I feel like we've needed to kind of spend some time alone for self-healing. You guys have kind of been in a place of that for a while, I've noticed. It's been in the readings for a while where you guys have not been really active and out and about in terms of love and romance. You've been kind of on more of an internal journey here. You've been kind of unavailable to others. Again, if that's mostly if you're single, I'm getting, but even in a relationship, I feel like you guys have gone through some type of transformation and there needs to be a healing and a growth here because there's mature adaptation that has been happening as you guys have been growing here. So again, you guys have been adapting, growing, maturing in terms of a relationship, but it has put you in this hermit position of maybe needing more time to yourself, maybe needing more you time. Clarify Wheel of Fortune reverse the Emperor. Let's bring up these energies for my Geminis for love and romance this week. King of Wands. Maybe we're dealing with a fire sign, an Aries possibly. Moon reverse. There is the new moon. So some of you guys in this new moon, I think, had something brought to your attention in terms of some unhealthy attachments. Some of you guys, it feels like codependency. If you're in a relationship, it feels like there's, we've been doing a lot of self-healing maybe because something happened in the relationship before, but whatever it is, you guys have been maturing, growing on your own time here, becoming a different and more mature Gemini here. And because of that, you've needed to spend some time alone in this healing, in this adaptation, in your cocoon here, really with the Hermit. It's needing to withdraw and meditate and rest more. You guys, it's probably been an exhausting journey, and maybe that's why you guys have been tired lately or something I'm getting for some of you, and maybe you haven't been able to give as much to a relationship as you usually are. The Wheel of Fortune reverse, the King of rods and the Emperor are saying, you know, if you do think that things are just always, you know, on the negative side, you know, oh, you're just like, oh, it's always kind of like this. Why did I do this? You know, why is this relationship this way? Is it ever going to get any better? You know, why, oh, me, why me? You know, if we're in that kind of energy here, it's a really a need to look at, you know, why we aren't fulfilled. To kind of put it on take some responsibility again, like I was saying, for how this is, instead of just always blaming it on the circumstances and this, that, and the other thing. It's saying, okay, but I had a hand in this as well. So what is this devil thing? What is this devil situation where I feel like I'm not going to be fulfilled in a specific way within this relationship or within this partnership, or even if you're single, you might have a fire sign that really is coming in quite strong here, a Leo or an Aries. I'm getting mostly that, maybe a Sag, but because we do have that Temperance card. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Sag. I'm getting more Leo Aries over here, though, and this is more about healing. But I just think, this person might have come in and you might feel like they came in at the wrong time, or that, you know, someone's trying to communicate with you or start something with you, but it's like the timing is off, something is wrong here, and you can't really put your finger on it. It's needing to look at why you feel this way, and why you maybe, even though you're kind of over this situation, over this person, why they're still on your mind, or again, what holds you back from going into a relationship. It's looking at really where our weak spots are. It's really, I think that this Gemini new moon in your sign here for this whole week is really putting a highlight on, you know, areas where we need to fix things, areas where we need to really look at it, you know, talk about our feelings, communicate about whatever this is here, and move forward, because we need to kind of evaluate these situations, communicate about them, have those conversations before we can really push on. The devil is upright, so I mean, we do have this, unfortunately, right there. It's kind of a more destructive energy in terms of, I mean, for me, the devil as a tarot reader, the devil is getting stuck in kind of an endless loop type of cycle. Well, I'm trapped in this, but I want to get out, but I can't get out, but I want to, but I can't. So I might as well just stay here, getting again stuck in a loop of, you know, doing something that's consistently bad for you, being in a relationship that's not healthy for you, getting stuck, you know, avoiding topics that you need to talk about, such as areas where you're not fulfilled within your relationship. Maybe it has to do with passion. Maybe it has to do with communicating about some truths that we are afraid, some areas where we're not fulfilled. Whatever this might be, Gemini, it's really exploring this stuff this week, taking responsibility for our role in it, and overcoming it. Okay? So I really like that. Let's get some Romance Angel Oracle cards. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Doreen Virtue Romance Angel Oracle cards. Messages from the Romance Angels. Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Raphael, Mother Earth, Goddess Aphrodite. Ooh, let go of control issues and true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Guys, maybe it's that, again, that obsession with the control of it. Maybe we feel like we need to be able to control this aspect of our relationship, or, you know, we don't feel that we have control, and maybe that's what makes us kind of feel frustrated here, is that we don't really have control over how things are. But I mean, what can you really control about love? It's needing to let go of our control issues, communicate what we need to. If we have this obsession with controlling our communication and how we communicate about love, or holding back certain things that we do need to communicate, this is a time to let go of those control issues and just let things kind of flow, okay? Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Talk if you need to, say what you need to say. True love, though, this is the romance of a lifetime. Some of you guys might be doubting that you're with somebody that is your true love. Know that this person is your true love, and that you can communicate with them and make things right. You can open yourself up to them, have clear communication, and get to where you want to get to, okay? Whew. Oh boy. All right. Geminis, those are your messages for the week of June 3rd to June 9th of 2019. Do check out your love reading for the month of June for singles and couples. Do check out the New Moon in Gemini reading. Definitely check that out. And definitely check out the Crystal series, okay, guys? And again, if you donate to Fox's Surgery, which is the GoFundMe that I'm going to put in the description box below, email me and I will take $5 off of a reading that you book with me. Also, all the information, if I forgot to mention, about booking a reading with me is right below this video in the description box. Have a wonderful and blessed week, Geminis.